Care Patrol, that is a free senior placement service that helps families find the right place to care for their loved ones, navigating the often complex landscape of senior care. But what does that look like? Now, we have some special guests in studio to tell us just that. Nick Wake, he is the Director of Business Development with Care Patrol. He's joined here by Mackenzie Peters. She's the Executive Director of Carveth Village, one of Care Patrol's partners. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Appreciate you being here. Let's talk a little bit first for those who may not know. I mentioned what you do as a free service, and when they hear what you do, they might not believe that it's a free service. Nick, tell us about Care Patrol.
So, Care Patrol is a no-cost senior placement service, no cost to families, helping families find independent living, assisted living, memory care, in-home care. We also work with some respite stays, so if folks are caring for loved ones but they want to go on a cruise or a vacation or, decompress as a caregiver, we can arrange those respite stays as well. And our service is much like a realtor. So we're helping families find it. We're identifying the key factors that they need, the physical, the emotional, and of course the financial piece, so that it's going to be a good fit, a fit that's long-term or meets their needs. And if they've got some financial challenges, identifying services to help them. And it really is something that we feel is necessary because the system is getting more and more complex and costs go up, so being able to find those resources is really important. And of course, we're affiliated with our National Trade Association, so we've got that code of ethics too, placing that client right at the center of everything we do.
Holy cow, that is a lot, Vic, to unpack, because you talked about financial, you talked about the ethics, you talked about the atmosphere, you talked about what it is you do. I love the metaphor of a realtor, because a realtor helps you find the right home. That's what you're doing for these seniors, or for these folks who are looking for this. So to be able to do that, let's talk about how that looks at your place. Tell us about Carveth Village.
All right, well, this little blurb about Carveth, we're a assisted living and independent living facility for seniors. We're family-owned, third generation, and we have the ability to work with Care Patrol, who really is great at pinpointing referrals that meet what we offer. And so it's been a great partnership since I've been at the company for 4 years, and they really do customize that referral, so that way we're not spending a lot of unnecessary time touring or working with somebody that may not qualify for that facility.
Absolutely, and not just the qualifications, but maybe sometimes you buy a home and you don't realize that the backyard isn't what you wanted, right? So but to be able to know all of this up front, making sure that the place that they're going has to cut down on people being surprised, unpleasantly surprised, or not realizing this was that, right? So they kind of know going in, right?
Yep. And that's something that we, like I said, we work to identify. So, and a lot of folks, especially Carveth Village is located in Middleville. That's where I'm from, that's where my family's from. So a lot of people go there, they know their neighbors, they know the area. They're close by to the stuff that they're familiar with. And if that's something that's really important to them, we want to make sure that that's something we target. And again, it really is trying to find that fit. You want to feel like home, you want to be able to afford it, obviously, but then they also have to be able to meet your physical needs, your activities of daily living. So, and Mackenzie's been a fantastic partner. Carveth has been a great partner, one of the first communities we ever worked with 12 years ago, and we love working with her.
And Carveth, and you know full well, Mackenzie, that as Nick mentioned, this system can be complex. Is this something that you hear from folks coming into your village where they're just like, I just don't know what to do with all this?
Absolutely. So, for folks that don't know Care Patrol is out there, sometimes I'll field phone calls where they just don't know where to start. They don't know where the income level's at. They don't know what kind of facility them or their loved one requires. And so if I can't help figure that out for them, I certainly not just receive referrals, but give referrals to Care Patrol, because I know they can take it from there and find that perfect fit for that loved one.
And then you mentioned the finances too. I mean, that obviously is a very complex part of that. I don't know if my realtor's doing that for me, but you guys do.
And that's something that's really important to us too. If you can't, I can take you to a community, you can see all the beautiful things, and then it's twice what you can afford. That isn't fair to families. And so when we're showing them what's in their price range and what their care options are, we find that very important. But also, if they're looking to, their assets might not make it, what other options are there? There's the Medicaid waiver program, there's the Veterans Affairs, VA aid and attendance. So really identifying those programs so we can stretch those dollars or find a community that's going to be able to meet those needs beyond where their dollars are at.
And the best part is that you know all of those things, how to stretch those dollars. And I'm sure a lot of people who are retired might not even have heard of some of these things that could possibly help them. Talk a little bit about how it is to have a partner basically sending you folks that are already kind of custom fit for you.
Well, it really reduces the unnecessary time spent, especially for the families that are usually working and they have to take time off to time off of work to do these tours and check out these facilities, and so it really streamlines that process for them, so there's not much waste in time. And for us, it's just fantastic for me to come into a meeting or into a tour knowing that they've already met the criteria for that person's needs and finance situation.
Absolutely. That way you know that time isn't being wasted. All of this is productive, and it could end into, well, the golden years that everyone's hoping for. All right. So let's get people some information of how they can get a hold of you.
Perfect. So we are available, we're both in Lansing and Grand Rapids. Our Grand Rapids office is located in Cascade. A good email for us is westernmi@carepatrol.com. Good phone number for us is 616-773-2085. Or just go ahead and go online, carepatrol.com/WMCR. And Aaron in our office or any of our care transition managers, happy to help you.
I love that. You just did my job for me right there on the full screen, Nick. I appreciate that. And Mackenzie, great meeting you as well.
Yes, thank you so much.
And keep doing the good work you guys are doing at Carver
Absolutely.
Village. Appreciate it. We'll be right back.